Some early morning news as the coaching carousel this year, both the NFL and college football, continues to be one of the more wild ones in recent memory. Bill Belichick is out as the New England Patriots head coach. A mutual parting of the ways is how this one is being termed, although I do not think this is going to be the end of Bill Belichick's time as a head coach in the NFL. Belichick and New England are parting ways. This one had kind of been in the cards for a while now. The news breaking very, very early this morning when many people were asleep. The West Coast people are not yet awake yet. They were dealing with all the extra Nick Saban stuff and Pete Carroll stuff last night. They're going to wake up and go, wow, Belichick's out as well. Adam Schefter reporting this early this morning. Bill Belichick and the Patriots are to part ways today after a remarkable 24 seasons together, ending an unmatched run in NFL history that includes 6 Super Bowl titles, league sources tell Schefter and Patriots beat reporter Mike Reese. We'll have more on this and what this means. There will be a noon Eastern press conference featuring both Belichick and owner Robert Kraft. So again, the semi-okay good spot, parting of the ways, is where things currently sit on that front. Now, when news happens, we have you guys covered, whether it's via shorts or full-fledged videos. We keep you up there with all the things going on around the NFL. So if you haven't already, hit that sub button for more NFL YouTube videos right here on Chat Sports. So Belichick's time in New England comes to an end after he had been there for a very long time. This century is how long he had coached for. 2000 was when he first took over. 266 and 121 as the Patriots head coach. He's 15 wins away from tying Don Shula's all-time win mark, so certainly not that far away from this standpoint. And this is definitely something that I think Bill Belichick wants to get to. I think Belichick wants to be able to take that. I had the most wins of anybody. However, it is understandable why this divorce is coming. A, it's a very long time for any coach and organization to be together. And B, since Brady left, the Patriots have not had very good results, and they've gotten worse each year. It wasn't a quick fall off and got a little bit better. It was that you draft Mac Jones, and he got worse every season somehow. But Belichick does still go down as one of, if not the greatest to ever do it from a head coaching perspective. 17 AFC East titles, 9 AFC championships. He made 12 Super Bowl appearances, 21 winning seasons in his time in New England. And it had the only 16-0 team in history, of course, that didn't quite go the way they were hoping for from that perspective. But it was an incredible run for Bill Belichick. He is one of the best to ever do it. I think there's a very strong argument to make he's the best to do it from a head coaching perspective. I don't think he's done coaching either. I think Bill Belichick will end up somewhere. A lot of buzz on the Falcons side of it. They've been linked pretty heavily. Florio will continue to push the Cowboys as a destination because, of course, he will, which is not going to happen unless they get embarrassed by the Packers this upcoming weekend. Chargers would be a decent fit for Belichick to go on the West Coast. Though he's always been an East Coast guy because you have Herbert in place there. What is your one-word reaction to the news of Bill Belichick and the Patriots parting ways? It's the pinned comment on today's video, so if the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. Look, my one word is understandable. Legendary is probably a good one in relation to Belichick as well. But I get why this happened. This is not the same Bill Belichick, you know? This is not the same guy who was the unquestioned best coach for felt like 10 years or more. The results have not been good the last years. This is a results-based business. It is a what have you done for me lately league. And the results lately were very bad. And yeah, he's still a great defensive coordinator, defensive mind. The offense had gone the wrong direction 3 straight years. Belichick should get the lion's share of the blame because he thought Matt Patricia was a good offensive coordinator. That's a bad idea. But I do think he can have success somewhere else. Now, Schefter tweeting this out as well this morning, which we've kind of mentioned and I think we all know already, that he's going to want to continue coaching and will draw interest from at least some of the other 7 teams that currently have head coach vacancies, quite possibly the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons have been linked pretty heavily. Now, Schefter also, the Patriots will not trade Belichick. And I think that the press conference Bill did I think it was on Monday after the season ended. He made several noteworthy comments. Among the ones I want to mention in particular were these. He said he was open to, exploring alternative organizational structure where maybe he wasn't the GM. I don't think he should be the GM anymore. I think that was hey, other teams, I'm open to it. Let's have the conversations. He said he was under contract. He wasn't going to retire or whatever. Very clear of, if you don't want me here, Robert, you've got to force me out. You're not trading me and getting assets back. And I think in the end, the billable hours, I'm kidding there, got together and sat down between Kraft and Belichick, and they finalized those terms of the divorce. Here's what else Schefter said on Belichick. Belichick and Patriots owner Robert Kraft spent a good part of this week periodically meeting and discussing how each side wanted to proceed. From sources familiar with those conversations, there was said to be no conflict, no disagreement, and in the end, productive talks resulted in a mutual decision that left both sides comfortable and at ease. I think there's a little bit of spin involved there, but I think that's certainly okay overall. I think having the joint press conference does indicate that they're at least not, the parents might be splitting up, but the kids are going to be all right. Now, we will have some replacement buzz for Belichick here momentarily, but first, if you are a Patriots fan, Patriots hats are now available. Chatsports.com/Pats hats. It flows quite nicely there. They've got the beanie, and they've got the more normal rounded bill hats. They've got a lot of variety over there, the snapbacks as well. Check out the comment section. Link will be in there. It's chatsports.com/Pats hats. If you are not a Patriots fan, you can go to that link still and then resort by your favorite team, and there will be hats available for you as well. Schefter, again, also this morning, saying it's the first head coaching search of the Patriots in a quarter century, which again was this century in the 2000s. Patriots linebackers coach Jerod Mayo projects to be if not the leading candidate for the job. Mayo, of course, was a Patriots linebacker from 2008 to 2015. Since 2019, he's been the inside linebackers coach, and although not the defensive coordinator, he has received head coaching interviews and interest in previous years, and he has been viewed for at least a couple years now of like the head coach in waiting, so to speak. Right? He was the internal future for the Patriots organization. However, that's when things were good. And things have not been so good as of late. And you might look for an outside organizational hire. I think Brian Flores stands out as a potential true or outside candidate. And also there is another great head coach who is available on the open market. That's Mike Vrabel, who also was a Patriots linebacker from 2001 to 2008. So Vrabel leaves and Mayo comes in. Funny how that timing works out there. He was fired by Tennessee on Tuesday amid I don't think some ownership issues in Tennessee. Was the 2021 AP Coach of the Year. Part of why he got fired was Vrabel had a little visit with for the Ring of Honor stuff in New England, and ownership didn't like some of the comments he made, whatever. I think Vrabel would be a great hire for New England. Now, you still have to fix your offensive issues, which is where you've been. That'd be the same for Jerod Mayo as well. 2 down years for Tennessee and Vrabel. I think you don't give him massive personnel control. I don't think it's a good idea. We saw it in New England not work that well for Bill Belichick. But the ties to the organization, the ties to Bill Belichick, if you do part on good terms with Belichick, it probably leads to better results for Vrabel and Kraft involved there. I do think he makes sense. I think he makes a lot of sense for the Patriots organization. I think Brian Flores, who had ties to that team as well, certainly makes some sense. So we'll keep an eye on this and see what happens in New England. Our Patriots channel will have more as well. But pick a head coach. MV for Mike Vrabel, JM for Jerod Mayo, or O for other. Maybe it's Flores. Maybe it's an offensive mind, which it's not McDaniels. I'm not going to do it to you guys. But sound off for me in the comments section right now. We will have NFL Daily Live for you later this afternoon, so make sure you are subscribed for more NFL playoff coverage right here on the channel.